You're also a member of a couple of different initiatives outside of Scale Ireland that do a lot of work in this. How are those various initiatives contributing to attracting to young girls into STEM?
Well, one of the startups that I became involved in through the advisory committee was Inclusio, which is based in DCU and founded by Sandra Healy, and it's a great idea. And basically, would ask it's software, and that you would ask, for instance, employees of any given company that sign up to this, that to input every day some of their data, and an algorithm would turn that into metrics in terms of sense of belonging, cultural background, gender, all of those key issues, and that can be demonstrated to shareholders, um, to customers, to staff, because staff retention, as you know, is very
Yeah.
important, and also attracting staff, and they want to be part of a positive culture within an organization, and you can relate that to gender or to other areas. So I was very keen to become involved in that, and she's such a positive person in relation to really leading and leadership in gender. So that's one of the areas that I've been involved in. I also have been involved in the Running Start program in Washington, which is run by another brilliant woman, Susanna Welford, and that is to attract and promote women to enter political life. So I haven't left it completely behind. And every year they run a high school program, and I was delighted to say in 2018 or 2019, I was there in person in Washington, Georgetown University, when they got 60 women from across America, young women from high schools across America, to come and to help them and to teach them and to train them and to encourage them to enter or consider a life in a political career, or a life in public life, or a career in public life. And it was really empowering. And this year, through through Zoom and through Google, we continued that conversation,
Wow.
and they had even more women from more areas around America taking part. And we simulate a political campaign on fundraising, on direction, on videos and campaigns, and all of the necessary tools that you need to start up a political campaign. And I have to say, I always get out more out of it than they do. But it is great to see young women who I'm still in contact with on social media, and all different emails and everything else, and many of whom congratulated me when I got this role. It is so great to see them thinking that this could be me. I could be the
Yeah.
next Nancy Pelosi or Alexandria Ocasio Cortez or whoever it may be.
That sounds like an amazing initiative, and as you said, very empowering. Is anything like that happening in Ireland, Martina?
Well, well, of course, we have Women for Election, which is an excellent organisation set up to promote women going into running or taking part in politics. And I've taken part in many of their talks, chairing some of them, and that's run by a great team who also are very focused, because the numbers here are also very low in
Yeah.
terms of dual representation, and also representation in cabinet. That was what my book was about, so that's very close to my heart. And also the National Women's Council of Ireland are also very strong in this area, and they've commissioned a number of reports on participation in local government, and also in other areas in relation to this, and the challenges that women face on social media. And that was one of the pieces of research I did when I was in Columbia University as part of a visiting fellowship this year, because many people are deterred by the kind of discourse and attacks they come under on social media. So there's lots of areas, and that's why I'm eager to look at female founders in the startup uh, ecosystem here in Ireland.